beginning, there was only Aether, a boundless force of balance and creation, floating endlessly in the void. It was not a god, not a will. It was energy given form by the infinite abyss, a radiant seed forged from the dreams, fears, and emotions that had yet to exist. As the void fed it, the Aether swelled. It multiplied. It surged. Until one day, it shattered. A cataclysm not of destruction, but of creation. From that divine rupture came two beings. One born of mercy, hope, and radiant balance, the avatar of good, Luminarion. And the other, forged from pain, malice, and ravenous hunger, the avatar of evil, Azcalor. The avatars clashed in a cosmic battle that tore the heavens and the cosmos apart. A battle that lasted eons upon eons as they both fought endlessly for control of the universe. Until it all came to an end as in their final clash, they shattered, unleashing an explosion of raw etheric energy that rippled across the stars. From the ashes of their divine battle, a world was born. The world of Aetherion. Bathed in the remnants of their power. The land, the sky, the magic, and all of its people were forged from the essence of the avatars themselves. All forged from Aether. But while the essence from the avatar of good brought about creations that were pure and kind-hearted, the essence from the avatar of evil gave birth to all sorts of vile and evil monstrosities, ones that stayed true to the essence by which they were forged and plagued the world of Aetherion for many a millennia. As the centuries passed, Aetherion gave rise to many heroes and many villains alike. And one of these villains, a creature of pure hate and malice, forged an empire from fear by enslaving his own kin and forcing them to do his every bidding. Born of shadow and dark aether, he was known by many as the Dread Worm of Dreadfen, the Black Dragon himself, Xcalavhos. With his army of chromatic Draconid enslavers, he descended upon the metallic clans, the children of the platinum dragon god, Oriondrax. They were beings of honor, wisdom, and light, but Xcalavhos knew no mercy. He shattered their sanctuaries. He chained their spirits. For centuries, the metallic Draconids endured torment beyond mortal imagination. Forced to labor endlessly in mines, bent to cruelty, stripped of hope, while their screams echoed through caverns drowned in darkness. To Xcalavhos, their suffering was not punishment, it was pleasure. Entire generations lived and died beneath his claws. The world forgot their names, their prayers went unanswered, and in time, even the strongest hearts began to fade. But fate is a flame that refuses to die, and in the deepest darkness, a child would one day rise, a child whose courage would become legend. Among the enslaved metallic Draconids, birth was a crime. The chromatic overlords forbade it. Any child born without permission was a death sentence. not just for the infant, but for the parents as well. But even in chains, the heart will risk everything. In the forgotten depths of the ether mines, two Draconids dared to bring life into a world of death. They hid their child, but fate, cruel and unrelenting, intervened. A collapse, a tremor, a sacrifice. It was then that Torak, a veteran bronze Draconid, heard the cries echoing through the rubble. He dug through blood and dust and found them. The lifeless bodies of his closest friends, wrapped around a newborn Draconid of golden scales, shielding him from the cave-in with their final breath. That day, the child was given a name, Shenzu. And from that day forward, Torak vowed, the world that killed his parents would not break their son. As the years passed, the boy named Shenzu grew, not in freedom, but in fire. He watched his people toil in the mines, coughing blood as they carved through stone in search of some form of powerful crystals to feed their tyrant. He watched friends vanish into the night, never to return. He learned the language of silence, the sting of hunger, and the cold comfort of surviving another day. But through it all, Torak stood by his side, his bronze scales dulled by labor but never by spirit. And Scylla, the wife of Torak, held the boy close each night, whispering tales of old. Tales of a time before slavery, when the metallic clans soared beneath a sky they could call their own. And in those whispers, in those stolen moments of hope and memory, something began to stir in young Shenzu. A quiet fury, a buried spark, a promise yet unspoken. He and his people would not remain in chains forever.
One day, a young Shenzu, barely in his teens, collapsed from exhaustion, damaging a pile of ore in the process. It was then that Shenzu experienced for himself the full wrath and evil of the chromatic enslavers. As the punishment was brutal and severe at the hands of the enslaver captain, Scylla cried for mercy, and Torak tried to intervene, but they were met with the same fury. And when it was all over, the three of them laid beside each other, broken, bloodied, humiliated, and weeping. But for Shenzu, it wasn't the pain that made him cry. It was the helplessness, the futility, the reality setting in that this was to be his life forever, and that against Xcalavhos and his forces, he was nothing. And so, he ran away. His aching body surging with pain with each step he took, until he crawled through a narrow crack in the mine wall, where only the small and forgotten could hide. There, in the stillness of dust and dim, he screamed into the stone until there was no sound left, just shallow breaths and silent tears. And that's when it happened.
It's an ether crystal. Who are you?
I am Aetherion-Drax, god of the metallic Draconid. And you, Shenzu, you shall be my voice and my will. And together, we shall free our people.
And at that moment, Shenzu knew he was no longer a slave. He was a liberator and a future master of the Platinum Fist.
That's it. Don't force it. Let it come on its own. There. Now let it build. All your loss, all your grief, all your rage, all your love, everyone and everything you stand for. Unleash it now! Yes, you did it! Unleash the
Now test your might against these warriors. Unlike wooden dummies, they hit back.
Breathe, my champion. Let the cavern stillness fill you. Feel the current of life flow into your core. I feel it, like a tide. Now!
You've done well, Shenzu. I can officially say you've mastered your race's natural element of fire.
Thank you, Master. I just wish I could master the lethal flying dragon kick as easily.
The lethal flying dragon kick is not seized. It is given. When body, mind, and spirit stop arguing with one another.
You've grown powerful, Shenzu. But power still rushes ahead of your patience.
I just want to be ready for when that day comes.
The day when we fight back, when we stop bowing, when we stop watching our people beaten, chained, and worked to death. I don't want to train forever, Master. I want to end this.
Freedom will come, Shenzu, and you will know when the time comes. But you must know, freedom is never free. It demands payment, often in the form of pain, loss, and sacrifice. I have suffered all my life, Master. And if continuing to suffer is the price I must pay to be free, then I will pay it. Not just for myself, but for all of our people.
Your selflessness is exactly the reason I chose you to be my champion, and why I believe in you so much.
Then I will honor that belief.
Very well, Shenzu. The path ahead to freedom will grow dark. There will be moments when doubt gnaws at your spirit. But when that happens,
Remember this, and know that I am never far. Thank you, Master, for everything.
sleep well, my champion.
Well, look who decided to join us for dinner.
Sorry, Papa Torak. Training ran a bit longer than expected.
I don't know why you waste your time throwing punches and kicks all evening. How is that supposed to be productive in this life we live?
Perhaps we'll find out soon enough.
What was that?
Nothing, Papa. Forget it.
Finally! There you are!
Hello, Mama Sila.
There's something different about you.
Really?
Yes, there's some sort of, I don't know, an aura or something that wasn't there before. Don't you sense it, Torak?
The only thing I sense is that boy's stench. Go take a shower, Shenzu.
Not yet. We have to show him first.
Show me... Show me what? Is that?
Yes. It's your new sibling.
But unauthorized birth is forbidden.
And yet, you stand before us.
Well, yes, but
Your parents, bless their souls, knew the risk. And yet, they brought you into this world regardless.
They unfortunately didn't make it, Shenzu. But your life has given us hope.
Being able to raise you into the fine man you've become, as we promised your parents we would, has given us hope that if you can survive all these years, so too can this child.
Freedom has to start somewhere, even if it starts in secret.
Then let it start here, with our family.
My life, I vow, we will all be free.
The master's spoiled! That egg belongs to us! Who's found in our shack?
Behold the fruit of your defiance. You were warned. No life is born in these tunnels without the blessing of Lord Xcalavhos. Yet you dared to hide this egg.
Please, just let it go!
Don't do this.
Let it go for all our sakes!
No! Please, no! Move! Hold the line! Let me through!
This be a reminder then.
Down with them! Hold the line!
For your defiance!
My lord! Please! I beg you! Please! Let me pass! I need to get through!
Behold the last hope of your wretched kind! Watch it perish!
No! Oh, please! I can't!
Back to your cages, metal!
Justice for the little one!
You're nothing but killers!
Quiet, Run!
Get that spear out of my...
Keep those metallic draconic dogs in check!
Back! All of you! We won't bow again!
And bring me the parents of the deceased hatchling!
For the hatchling!
Chains or blades, make your choice! Back in line, filth! Never again! You dare raise a hand at your masters? We raise it for our freedom! He doesn't... All your loss. All your grief. All your rage. All your love. Of everyone and everything you stand for. Unleash it now!
This is for my hatchling!
She was a girl.
We're free. But why did this have to be the price?
We're free because of Shenzu.
He stood up to the slave.
Shenzu struck down the chromatic overlord!
Freedom!
Shenzu!